Welcome to my daily practice at Wendy Coad Art. If you find this video interesting or helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video.
Hi, my name is Wendy and I'm an artist. I've been an artist my whole life and I am excited to invite you into my studio and show you my art practice. I paint every day and I do acrylic on paper. I also do stencils. I draw. I organize my studio space. I do a lot of things. For me, art is about problem solving, so there's always little tricks and tools that I can share with you along the way. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm going to be painting today. Very excited about getting started. And so I managed to get my paints out to start off with. That's always good. And I'm looking at my walls of paintings. I managed to get some overlay onto these. They were getting a little bit too intense and a little bit too busy, and now they're kind of a hot mess, which is okay. They'll just become a little more dense, and sometimes that's more interesting. Sometimes it's just different. It's really apples and oranges, actually. And then these paintings, I will think about. Um, it's at that stage where I'm liking it and I'm not sure there's enough going on or that it's balanced. Often what happens is I'll just wait, I'll be working some other area and I'll have some really nice colors on my squeegee or on my brush, and I will, I'll just decide to keep going and fill in a few more areas. I kind of like them the way they are, though, so we'll see. It's always dangerous. It's a dangerous time. And then, of course, my map pages and my my long panel. I'm really on the fence about these long panels because uh, they're an awkward size after the work is done, after the dust has settled. It's an awkward size to frame, to store, to work with, and so I'm going to have to make some decisions. I initially, thought I would just separate the panel into two parts after I've finished, but that doesn't make sense because you work on it differently. You work on it differently if it's one whole painting or if it's two paintings. So that little experiment didn't work very well for me. Although I do, anyways, but we'll see. I don't want to get into the dither. So I did go in with some big, bold turquoise strokes here, which are quite a contrast to the overlay, which softened everything underneath. By overlay, I just mean, I took a light colored paint and went over it semi-transparently because it's acrylic, and light colors in acrylic are not terribly opaque. I mean, they can be if you layer them thick enough, but that wasn't my, that wasn't my goal. So they stayed uh, pretty transparent. So when in doubt, I just begin, and um, because if I wait too long, if I hesitate too long, I mean, I could sit with these for hours, possibly forever. Well, no, I can't. If I can sit with them forever, then actually they're done, because I use that as a guide how long I can sit with them before I get anxious to do some more work on the surface. So that's my guide that they're not done. I can see things that I have left to do. And I don't know how bold I want to go in, starting bold today. So I might just tone this down. And go slowly. Like that's going to work. Well, it should. Let's see. Let's just see. No. Well, I don't. I really don't mind the contrast. Let's do some over here. So I can do verticals, horizontals, diagonals. I can make lines. Um, Oops, that was a little aggressive there. I got my paper corner dislodged, but that's okay. Now, I'm just going to add a little water to this and finish up on this bottom piece here. So I spray a little water, I get everything kind of mixed, and then I just in one stroke pull what's left up. And, sometimes it creates something very interesting, and other times it's just another layer of paint. It actually works a little better when there is a variety of colors on here, if they haven't all mixed. Now this one I don't love because I have too many directional lines on the horizontal. But this is nice, just kind of dispersing that a bit there. So I have, just too much going on in these two places. In fact, I think I'm going to sedate. I think I'm going to create a little veil. On this side as well. Kind of even things out a bit. Oh, that's not bad. Do some of that up here too. Not entirely, but just to I call it evening it off. I'm trying to think of a better way to refer to it. Now this block is a little too it's a little too much for right now. So I'm going to, that's why I chose the turquoise, because turquoise is a party. But, and I can bring it back in. So until I get things organized a little better, I'm going to leave it. And I'm done with these 6. So I'll be taking those down. Um, what else do I want to do here? Let's see. I know on the other side, I'm also feeling very, if not done, close to done. And there's a real nice movement in these. Let me just take a look at them while I wait for the paint to dry on the other side. I know I'm done with these. I think I'm done with the whole series, actually. I could be wrong about one of them, but I can't really decide. So that's, if it's too hard, or if I can't make the decision, then the decision is made, basically. Um, I could just leave them and, watch and wait and see and sit with it. But I want to get painting on some more paintings. So I'm going to take these down. I'm going to remove these and put some more paper up. And I can always go back to them. I can, find them again days, weeks later, and put them back on the boards and go back into painting. Um, and the same with these. Gosh, this is kind of my hmm. It's there's more air here. I wonder if this has anything to do with the season. Um, it's getting into the colder, darker, denser weather, and I'm getting lighter and brighter and uh, less density on the paintings. So I'll be doing that. I'll be taking these down. I'm just not willing to wait. Maybe it's because of the video that I'm doing to invite you all in and to show you the process. Um, this is the first time I've done this in any meaningful way. I mean, in any kind of long term, long range approach. So it does add something to my practice. I mean, it has to, because I'm not just talking to myself. I'm talking to you as well, and I'm so happy to be doing that. But it takes a little getting used to uh, transitioning from the solo, work in the studio with absolutely no distractions and communications to these ideas that I articulate out loud, and then they take somewhat of a different form. Thinking to yourself and then speaking out loud, it has some slightly different aspects, and I'm really enjoying it. But I'm kind of like tenderfooting it with some of the work, because I'm not sure. I don't have the history of completion in this context, in this sharing aspect. So it's all good. I'm delighted to have you here, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tape. And as always, go and make art. So I'm so happy that you are joining me today, and maybe other days too. I'll take you through my day to day as an artist, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tape. Thanks for being here.